Welcome students. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is ratio and proportion. You have learnt about ratio and proportion in the lower class. What is a ratio, what is a proportion, and what are the different types of proportion. Now first, what is a ratio? Comparison made between two quantities either by using the operation of multiplication or division is called as a ratio. Now for an example, if I tell that the marks scored by A is 20 and the marks scored by B is 40. So now here when I make the comparison, I can make the comparison in two different ways. Now I can tell that the student B has scored 20 marks more than what the student A has scored. So this is one type of comparison. Student B has scored 20 marks more than what the student A has scored. This is one type of comparison. The other type of comparison is when I divide 40 by 2, I'll get it as a 2. So I can tell that B has scored 2 times the marks scored by A. So this type of comparison made by dividing it or by multiplying it, you call it as a ratio. Now in the ratio, there are few points to keep in mind, of few properties of ratio. So the properties of ratio is given in your textbook on page number 59. So understand the ratio, what are the properties of the ratio, and you are going to use these properties in solving the problem. Now first, how is a ratio written? What is symbolic way of writing the ratio? Any given ratio is written as, suppose if you are taking the quantities as A and B as two different quantities, then this symbolically is written as A is to B. So this is the symbolic notation of writing the ratio, and it is read as A is to B. That is the first property. Now in the second property, whenever you are making the comparison between the two ratios, and if the second term, so this is the first term, this is the second term. So if the second term of the ratio is 100, then you call such type of ratio as a percentage. Now suppose 20 is to 100 you write. Then this is nothing but 20 upon 100. So this is called as a 20%. So whenever the second term of the ratio is 100, it is called as a percentage. Now the third property is, whenever a ratio is multiplied or divided by a constant term, the value of the ratio does not change. It remains as it is. Now for example, you have got 2 upon 3. Now this ratio, if I multiply by a constant number 3, I get it as 6 upon 9. This 2 upon 3, the original ratio will be equal to this. After multiplying the ratio that you get, this both will be equal. So the value of the ratio does not change if it is multiplied or divided by any non-zero number. Now the fourth property is, whenever you are making the comparison between the two ratios, the ratios should be of the same unit. So now what do you mean by same unit? Now suppose if you have got one ratio in terms of meters and you have got the other ratio in terms of kilometers, as it is you cannot make the comparison between the two ratios. You have to convert this kilometers also in terms of meters, and then you have to make the comparison between the ratios. Now for example, if they are given a person has travelled 40 meters and you have got another person who has travelled 20 kilometers. So you cannot directly compare this 40 and 20, you cannot do the comparison. This kilometers also has to be converted in terms of meters, and then only the comparison can be done. That was the fourth property. Now the fifth property tells that the ratio of any two quantities is unitless. You don't have any unit for when you make the comparison of ratios. Now suppose if you are writing 2 kgs upon 3 kgs. So this kg gets cancelled and you only write it as 2 upon 3. You don't write any unit beside that. So whenever the ratio is done or the comparison between two quantities is done, the ratio of two quantities is unitless. You don't have a unit when you write the ratio of two quantities. So these were the 5 properties what is given in the textbook. So some of these properties you will be using it in solving the problems. Now next you have got what is in short, I'll tell you what is a proportion and the two types of proportion. You have got a proportion when four quantities are said to be in proportion if the ratio of the first two quantity and the ratio of the second two quantities are equal. Under that you have got direct proportion and inverse proportion, where in direct proportion the ratio of the two quantities will be constant, and in inverse proportion the product of the two quantities will be constant. So this you have learnt in 8th standard. You can just refer your 8th standard textbook to learn about it. Now we'll go to the practice set 4.1 and see how you have to solve the problems using the properties and then simplify it. Practice set 4.1, the first problem, first question states, from the following pairs of numbers, find the reduced form of ratio of the first number to the second number. So you have got practice set 4.1, question number 1, that I'll work out the first sub question. They have told you have to, pair of numbers are given, and this pair of numbers you have to write the reduced form of ratio of the first number to the second number. The numbers given are 72 and 60. So you have to write it in the reduced form of ratio. So first write it in the form of ratio 72 is to 60. And the reduced form is by what number you can cancel both these numbers. You have to cancel it and write it in the reduced form. So this can be cancelled by 12, 12 6 and this is 12 5. So the reduced form of the ratio will be 6 is to 5. Now suppose if you do not know directly by what table you can cancel it, you can also write this in the form of 72 or write it in the form of fraction. And as you have learned this ordinary cancellation, do the cancellation. First cancel it by 2, 2 3s are 6, 2 6 are 12, and this will be 2 30 times. Again further 2 1s are 2 8s are, and this will be 2 15 times. Again cancel it by 6, 6 3s are 3 6 are 18, 3 5s are 15. So you will get the answer as 6 upon 5. In the fraction form it is, this can be written as a 6 is to 5, which is in the ratio form. So if you do not know directly by what number you can cancel it, do the division like this, and whatever fraction you have got here, write it in the form of a ratio. Now one more example, 50 to the third one, you have got 52 and 78. So these are the two numbers given. So this in the form of a ratio is written as 52 is to 78. Now this you have to write it in the simplest form. So write it in the simplest form. You see by what number you can cancel it. So this cancel it by 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 6s are 12, 2 3s are 6, 2 9s are 18. I think this can be cancelled by 13 2s are 13, 3s are. So this in the simplest form is 2 is to 3. So like this you can do the cancellation and write it in the simplest form. The second problem, find the reduced form of the ratio of the first quantity to the second quantity. So what is the difference of the first and the second problem? First problem unit was not given, but whereas in the second problem units are given. So whenever the units are given, you have to convert it into same units and work it out. ₹14, 12 rupees and 40 paise. So this is the problem given. You have to write the reduced form of the first quantity to the second quantity. Now 14 rupees, and you know that in 1 rupee you have got 100 paise. So 14 into 100, that is equal to 1400. You have converted rupees in terms of paise. The same way, this can be converted as 12 into 100, and this 40 paise has to be added. So you will get this as 1200 plus 40, which is equal to 1240. Again this is in terms of paise. Now you make the comparison. So what is the ratio you get? Ratio will be 1400 is to, both in terms of paise you have to write the values. 1 0 gets cancelled, 2 2 7s are 14, 2 6 are 12, 2s are 2, 35 times 2 3s are 31. So the simplest form will be 35 is to 31. So this is how you write it in the simplest form. Now from this question you have got the 5th and the 6th omitted. So I'll take one more problem, the 4th one. In this you have got 3 years 4 months, and the second one you have got 5 years and 8 months. So in 1 year you know that you have got 12 months. So this is written as 3 into 12 and you have to add 4 to this. This conversion you get 5 into 12 and add 8 to it. So you get 12 3s are 36, 36 plus 4 is 40, and this you will get 12 into 5 is 60, 60 plus 8 is 68. Now you write what is the ratio. So ratio is 40 is to 68. Now you have to cancel it. So 20 times 2 3s are 6, 2 4s are 8. Again you can cancel it. 2 10s are 2 1s are. So you get the answer as 10 is to 17. So this is how you have to simplify and write the ratio in the simplest form after converting it into the same units. The third one, express the following percentages as ratios in the reduced form. They are given in terms of percentage, you have to only reduce it, cancel it and write in the reduced form. So you have got the first problem, third question, the first problem you have got 75 is to 100. This you have to write in the reduced form. See by what you can cancel it. 25 3s are, 25 4s are. So the reduced form will be 3 is to 4. Very simple. Now we'll see how to work out the third problem. That is 6.25%. You have to write it in the reduced form. So 6.25 can be written as 6.25. Since it is percentage, it is upon 100. So this simplifying it, you will get 625. That is, to remove the point, after point you have got 2 decimal places. So add 2 zeros in the denominator. So you will get 100 followed by 2 zeros. That is, to remove the point, after point if you have got 2 decimal place, you have to add 2 zeros and write this as 625. Now 25 times 25, 400 times 5 5s are 580 times 5 1s are 516 times. So you get it as 1 upon 16. So now the reduced form of this will be, this is in the fraction form, so write it in the form of ratio. So 1 is to 16 will be the simplest reduced form. Now the fourth problem, you have got 3 persons can build a small house in 8 days. To build the same house in 6 days, how many persons are required? So here what are the quantities that they are given? They are given number of people or persons. Number of persons is given and number of days is given. So number of persons they are given as 3 and number of days is given as 8 days. Now suppose if you have to build the same house in 6 days, how many persons are required? You do not know, so take it as X. Now here you know that when you have got 8 days, 3 persons are required, and if you require, if there are number of days are reduced, then you have to find out what is the number of persons. Now since it is an inverse variation, and in inverse variation the product of the two quantities will remain the same. So we have to write here, since it is inverse variation, you can also write it as proportion, both are correct. So we get 3 into 8 is equal to x into 6. From this the value of x is equal to 3 into 8 upon 6. 3 1s are, 3 2s are 4. So you will get 4 people or 4 persons are required. So finally you have to write the final statement. Therefore the number of people required to complete the building in 6 days is equal to 4. So you have got the first problem, 15 is to 25. So this is nothing but 15 upon 25. So for percentage you need to get 100 in the denominator. So what should you multiply to this to get 100 in the denominator. So I have to multiply this by 4. So if I multiply the denominator by 4, even the numerator also I have to multiply it by 4. So now this will be equal to 60 upon 100, which is equal to 60%. So this is how you converted the ratio in terms of a percentage. The fifth sub question, 7 upon 16. So here by multiplying 16 by any number you are not going to get 100. So what you have to do here is you have to multiply this one by 100 divided by 100. So keep this 100 as it is, only these values you simplify it. So here this can be simplified as 4 4s and this is 4 25 times. Now when you further simplify this one, multiply this one, 7 into 25, 7 5s are 35, carry 3 to the next place, 7 2s are 14, 15, 16, so you get 175 upon 4 upon 100. Now what you have to do is only this you have to convert it in terms of decimal. For that you have to do this ordinary division you have to do. So when you divide it, 4 4s are 16, 4 3s are 12, to 0.0, 4 7s are 28, 2, 4 5s are. So what you have got here is, when I have divided this, I have got it as 43.75, and this 100 write it as it is. So this will be 43.75%. So this is how you have done the conversion. So first what you have done, you have multiplied and divided by 100. This 100, because to convert in terms of percentage you need to have a 100 in the denominator, so this is placed as it is. Only this I have simplified. 4 4s are 16 and 4 25 times is 100. Now what next step what I have done is, I have simplified, multiplied these two. 25 into 7 is 175 upon 4, and this 100 is written. Then this is divided, you get 43.75 upon 100, which is written as 43.75%. And the last problem from this practice set 4.1, from 7th all the problems are omitted. From 7th and 8th problems are omitted. So you have got only the 6th problem remaining. The ratio of the ages of Abba and her mother is 2:5. So you have got here two ages, ratio of the ages of Abba and her mother. So here whenever the ratio is given, you have to take the common multiple. So first you have to take, let the common multiple be x. The ratio of Abba and her mother is 2:1. So Abba's age will be, they are given the ratio as 2:1. This is Abba's and mother's ratio of their ages. So Abba's age you have to multiply x to the first value, that is 2x, and mother's age will be 5x. So you have to first take a common multiple, and the ratio you have to multiply by the common multiple and take Abba's age as 2x and mother's age as 5x. Further what they have told, at the time of Abba's birth, when Abba was born, the mother's age was 27 years they have told. So what you will get the equation, from the condition so the condition given is, at the time of Abba's birth, mother's age was 27 years. So when you subtract these two, the age will be equal to 27 years. So you get 5x minus 2x is equal to 27. So you get here 3x is equal to 27, or x is equal to 27 upon 3 So you got x is equal to 9. So after getting the value of x, you have to find out what is Abba's age and mother's age. So therefore, Abba's age is equal to 2 into 9, 18 years, and mother's age is equal to 5 into 9, it is 45 years. So like this completes the problem.